We're out here at SMORR. This place is awesome. Like, the further we get east on this Great American Crawl, it's like the cooler things get.
My name's Dave Williams. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I drive Nemesis. It's a 2016 Jeep Wrangler running on a 4.5-inch lift, Yukon gears, front and rear, a 40-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Bosses that we just installed this year that we're loving a lot, taking us everywhere we want to go out on the trails.
My name's Bill Adair from Lake of the Ozarks. I brought my 04 LJ out here to play around with everybody, and yeah, I just wanted to see what we could do and hang out with the big guns. I bought this Jeep brand new in 04 off the showroom floor. I've had it ever since, and I'll never get rid of it. It's my baby. I got 1-ton axles, 05 Super Duty in the front, 14 bolt in the rear, 538 Yukon gears, stretched it 4 inches. It's all lined with armor. I mean, it's pretty much almost bulletproof.
John Gutz from McHenry, Illinois. 2007 JKU. Genrite cage, rock crawler 3-link, Fox coilovers, outboarded rear, RPM Extreme 6.2 LS3 swap. The big deal is the 43 stickies, Mickey Thompson Pro X stickies. Life changers.
This is about my 5th or 6th trip here. We just live 3.5 hours away from being in Kansas City, so it's an easy run down here, but I was really excited when Nick and Howie was going to be down here for the Great American Crawl. We really wanted to join them. We saw their rigs out of Seymour last year and really wanted to wheel with them, so it was a great opportunity and it was close by.
We had a stock JL show up out here. Yep. Literally stock everything sport, not even Rubicon, right?
Yep, that was Tracy.
Yeah.
It was her first time off-roading.
I was surprised, you know, the first time I followed Holly, I was like, you know, can I keep up with her and stuff? And my rig just went climbing right up, and everybody's like, that was too easy. And so that was pretty awesome to go up, just follow, you know, right up the trail.
We went out and we did Rocky Road.
We did Rocky Road. That was fantastic. That was.
It was short.
Yeah, it's like a mini rock garden, but with boulders, and the traction here is very different to the
Yes.
West Coast, isn't it?
Yes.
You slip and slide everywhere.
So we got on Rocky Road, great trail. I love that trail. Been up it several times, but it does change because everybody gets up there and chews it up, digs the holes. So with that being said, bud, it was a great trail. I love that trail. You know, any of the trails I get on, I love. It's fun, it's challenging, you know. So I like to stick to a little bit harder stuff.
Double whammy, which means dose.
What's the strategy? What are you going to do?
I'm going to head to the left, not as much as Gridlock. So I'm actually going to kind of stay center and go up the left and then head up onto the right and turn around and come back down.
I've always known this to be, sometimes you'll make it, and next weekend you won't make it.
So we get to Copperhead. And so when I rolled up on it, slam into it, and like when you bump something, you can feel your tires start to pull up.
Yeah.
And my tires are just like. And so I tried a couple different ways, and I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm too thick. I just backed off, so I was like, there's no point breaking this thing.
Next was John.
John. And John just like, he's been walking up everything out here.
Yeah. He has no fear.
Yes.
He knew exactly what to do. He climbed up that rock.
Nope. All right.
I was in a different zone. I was like, I've seen the video. I don't know. I crawled up to the position and I was like, I don't like this position. And then all I could think, if I flip, will I land on my head? Because I know I'm strapped down, but I've never had that experience of like flopping or flipping or anything like that in the Jeep. I loaded up in first, put my foot down, and that was it. I was like, I can't take my foot off, because if I take my foot off, I'm done for. Yeah, that was the end of the day.
It was.
And it was really, really good. It was a fantastic day. We had probably around 30...
Yeah, it's like 25, 30 Jeeps. And then this morning we get here.
Ooh, wee.
Morning, Gage.
The rain this morning kind of made things a little greasy and slippery, different than yesterday. Yesterday was really dry and we were able to pretty much go right up most places pretty easily. But today it was a little more greasy. The Baja Bosses, I think the side biters and the more aggressive tread pattern really dig better, especially on the rocks, and I noticed they perform better in wet conditions as well. My previous brand tire just didn't perform well in the wet conditions, and that's where these really stand out.
Gen Ride armor right there.
So this, the first obstacle, right? It was the little waterfall.
Yeah,
Well,
and
Rattler,
that,
but
yeah.
it's like a little waterfall. And it flips you to the driver's side and you literally just have to roll on through. People are, I mean, I scraped the B-pillar and people
Like-
are cracking mirrors.
Like that's one that's
and-
like literally damaged.
Yeah, but you got to be able to fit in it also. And
Yes.
Gridlock.
My back tire gets under the underhang that everyone else doesn't have to deal with, and it just like spins me and then just shoves me into it.
I'm sure he'll figure it out. He's a big boy.
So we head over to Larry's Hill.
Over at Larry's Hill, it was interesting to watch everybody playing on the ledges, and I got to go up the ledge that I chose, but seeing Holly and Nick and all them playing on the the really big ledges, that was pretty cool, and getting to see them do that, and they were all successful, which was awesome.
There are 5, I think, different
Ways to go up.
you could take, and people were like, right side is really gnarly. Now I looked at the furthest right, and I was like, I don't know about that one. And then I went in one, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that one either, but let's give it a go. So put my tires up on it. I must have spent about 50 minutes on a vertical angle, just asking myself if I really wanted to go for it or not. And then I finally gave it all the beans Mischief Maker has. And we got up. And we kept going further and further up, and we did the whole trail. It was really gnarly all the way at the top.
Yeah.
It was a doozy, as people say. That was actually really tricky. That was a lot of like thinking power, but that was awesome. That was really cool.
At that point, I was just like, all right, like I'm kind of filling out the stall now. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I just like, I committed.
You did.
And I was just like done.
Oh, you did.
And I sent it. And I almost made as clean of a run as Tillman. It was like maybe 90% of his run. It was almost. Give me 80.
I'll give you 80.
Okay, give me 80. And then I blame, like from this point forward, I blame everything on Tillman. Like, I feel like I wouldn't have done anything after that if it wasn't for him. Because I saw him doing more stuff, and then I wanted to go do it.
Well, I know, because he went up the furthest right line. And then I went to get in Mischief Maker, and then, wait, what do I hear? Oh, it's Gridlock, yeah. Yeah, of course he's doing it.
Yes.
John did it. He has to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. I have been with Gridlock. Gridlock lost oil pressure, so we were being pulled, then we were pulling Gridlock, and it just took a little time. And we're finally here. I think you guys have been here for a long time, but we're here now.
So the oil pump is done in Gridlock. We have no oil pressure.
Remember, wise choices. Wise choices.
So we're gonna be winching it on the trailer. It's gonna be going up to Illinois and Quincy, Illinois. And then it's gonna be going over to Full Throttle Parts, and they're gonna change it out for us, and we'll be good to go.
Wow, the last trip was to Cheap Trick. I thought it was Jeep Trick for the longest time. People were like, no, it's Cheap Trick. We were originally just gonna go straight there, but we actually took maybe 3 or 4 different trails there. Then Brixby Hill, which was super steep going down, and it had like 4 to 5 foot drops every time you dropped. It was rad. It was
That's
pretty cool. That took us to Cheap Trick, which people had broken in before. So we get down there and people are like, been in there for hours, it's really hot, there's no air. There's a bypass, like bypass the first obstacle. You do not want to do it. It's completely dug out. And it actually scared me a little bit. Sorry! And a lot of people took that obstacle, and it wasn't as gnarly as I thought it was going to be. And then they were like, the rest of it's okay. There were a couple of obstacles. It was like gnarly rock crawling, and water was everywhere.
So running 488 ring and pinion Yukon gears. The shop that I had installed, they wanted to put another brand in, and I told them absolutely not. I wanted Yukon gear based on what I'm doing out here. I really needed strong gears, and running Dana 44s on 40s, you know, most people will say, don't do that, but you know, I've been on 40s and wheeling pretty hard, as you see today, and no issues.
then there was one last hill, and that's where I had a little bit of a problem with Mischief Maker. Put him into first, loaded him up to send him, and he just went straight into fourth gear.
What?
Yeah, so it was like, he was ready to go. He was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And then he was like, no. And I was like, what is going on? So I just ended up putting it back into drive, and that took me up though. I didn't think that would take me up, but it did. But that last hill, you literally just had to send it the entire way. You don't back off, or else you're gonna get stuck. And that was the end, and everyone made it up. Everyone had an awesome time. Everyone came back.
Right there, that was a workout for a lot of us. Wet, slimy, you name it, it was there. Big rocks, it was all there.
So all in all, I feel it's been a phenomenal trip. It's been a great start to the Great American Crawl. Very excited about what is to come. I know our next stop is Windrock.
Windrock. So check out Facebook, Great American Crawl. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. Catch you guys on the trail.